Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So USC's offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And, Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique, too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it inside at the 15. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. To throw on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown!
He dropped the ball.
Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end.
Turning it on. Past the 30. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about great balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Now the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it at the 30. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Going over the top. Grabs it inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting to quarterbacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got third and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a...
Here they come,
Got it.
it's blocked. Pulled down at the 12-yard line, couldn't take it all the way back, but boy, did he set this offense up. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Yates. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here comes the heat. Touchdown Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down marker. Now on second down.
Your boy, look at these guys.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Here comes the quarterback swing.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season?
Stop
You
calling
find
this
out who
play.
you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z.
Oh, this boy's the Heisman.
Touchdown, Oregon! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. They are seizing control and
Yeah,
taking
he got
away
like
home as
11
they
return
push out the lead
touchdowns
in this
already.
Week 8 showdown. He did that one all by
He got 3
himself.
touchdowns this game, and I ain't even really
Afterburners
scoring like on the first
and
player
everybody's
against computer right
toast.
now in
And
the
that's why
last 3
you got him
drives.
back deep, because that
It
guy
hits it.
can do that. You got to be...
I had to move my guy back to punt return to compete.
all those things on one return, takes it back to the house.
It's
makes
crazy because that
plays,
dude,
turn
he's
on
just a
the gas.
receiver. I don't even,
Great
I mean,
job,
I run
great
Wildcat
job.
with him, but I don't really do too much else. He played a slot.
In the first Q and I let him chill.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dingle. And the
These
defense
tackles
had
are
that one
crazy.
well covered. Just a short game there.
2 reckon 1 KR.
Yeah, my dude had that last
Here
week,
comes
and he
the
had a couple
offense on
passing
second
touchdowns from Wildcat. Like he got an arm, he can't throw on the run, but he got throw power.
Caught in the backfield. It's Dingle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all.
Bro, we had the
on
ball
that
for 1
play.
minute. We have 28
Coming to the
points.
line of scrimmage on third down. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll throw
Oh,
it
he
to the
juked the
back
shit
on
out
the
of me.
screen.
Oh, he double juked me.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Gotta chop your feet,
The
son.
Trojans have it with a 1st and 10.
You teach you to tackle like that? Watch inside.
They just keep firing. Flips it out on the screen.
This shit wet as
And
this.
he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it,
I had won Jet last year over my guy that was second. He went 3rd round, but I had him playing RB instead of WR.
And I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the
That jet is
opposite of
locked
what
up.
happened right there.
We
There
on
was
that.
no space. He couldn't even get going.
that's a
I wish they had
really
records
good
for
tackle there,
kick
giving up
returns
some
a year
size and
so we can
still
see who has the
making the
record.
play.
I think that's the only one they don't show
Able to
the
find the
record
tight end
for.
for an easy completion, but good job
All right, boys, let's
tackling,
get
not
off the
allowing him
field.
to get the first down.
They've
Get off
got
the
to come up
field.
with a big
Your boy,
play
let's
on
get
this
it. Hey,
third
get
and
inside.
long.
Your boy,
From
let's
the
go
gun,
get it.
wants to
Let's
pass.
get it, your boy. Let's get it.
Rushes on him.
Nice,
And
your
the
boy.
rush will get to him at the 25.
And
All right.
the defense just gets their 4th
To the
sack of the
crib.
day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need
This for
some
Corey right here. It's
consistency
for Corey
up front.
State.
Make sure you protect that QB
Bring
that
it
can
to the
make
crib.
those big plays for you.
Oh, are you kidding me? Are you?
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some
Dog,
running
this
room
dude's the
on
best
that
return I've
return.
ever
It
had.
really helps out his offense to start this drive.
All right.
The Ducks
Freshman.
ready to go back to work on offense.
Look at Dart. What you
Looking
got
for-
going on?
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Tight
They
end's good as
flexed
hell.
out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's
Hart, I
always
see you
on.
wide open. Let's see if I
Always
can hit
open.
you.
Quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem
Come on,
because he's
pass
too
interference.
big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism better.
USC,
So
y'all
given
out
where
here
the line of
fucking up,
scrimmage
man.
was on that last play, the pass.
Now we gotta pass the controller and play with other folks' teams just to fuck around.
Yeah, next,
Power ahead.
if I keep
This
going
time
too hard
he
with
doesn't
Oregon, I'm going to go
get
play.
loose, and
I might bring
finally
a
the
one-star up
defense
to the
gets him
top.
bundled up behind the line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. Touchdown, Ducks!
There you go, freshman.
And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Getting everybody on the scoreboard today.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays
I
to go
get a
down
good
because
offer for
right
some
there.
new
They've
units.
recruited well. They've got playmakers.
Man, I'm
They're going to be a
I
problem.
kind of
for
wore out
defenses.
all Oregon shit.
It's crazy.
Come here.
Inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Yeah, I'm kind of underwhelmed by Oregon's jerseys, really. Too much highlighter shit going on.
Plenty
I'd
of
rather go
time
play
for
with
one more
Oklahoma
snap
State
before the
and wear
end of the
orange.
quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wide out.
The whole team balling freshman. That's the true freshman. He's elite.
Didn't get a chance
Hey, that boy
to show
balling.
off
We
those
might put him as a
return
starter.
skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
We find all cylinders, offense, defense, special
We're
teams.
through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks.
Rambo,
as we
that's
look
what
at
your
the
last
stats.
name. Bro, we didn't have to really do much. Scoring every play, short field, every play, every time, every possession is short field.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give on the inside. Dropped
okay,
after
rock.
a pickup of 3 down to the 26. And the Ducks headed quickly to the
Shit, you
line.
ain't got no catches.
Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How
Good
hard
check
is it
down.
to maintain that focus
some
as the
Wildcat.
season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one
See if we can get
opponent
Chamberlain a
at a
touchdown
time,
from Dart.
regardless of where they're ranked, regardless
We're looking
of
for
where
triangle,
you're
we're looking for
playing.
triangle, we're
You've
looking
got
for triangle.
everybody's
Oh, he's
attention. You're the
listening.
number 1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that number 1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent. So that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Trying to pick up a first down. The inside handoff. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he tacks on the extra point.
42, USC 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. From the gun, give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and hopefully move the football.
Out of here, man.
And the Trojans will punt this one away.
They got to kick it to
and
Joe
don't forget,
Diaz.
I'm sure he hasn't. He had one blocked earlier.
Oh, I'm so cold, bro.
Touchdown Ducks! Special teams proving to be special.
Bro, you see the vision?
Dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other.
What is the difficulty, y'all?
And housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
More turnovers. I want more turnovers.
Run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do. Breaks into the open. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Handoff from the gun.
Nice.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Trojans line up to punt it away.
Keep it in balance for me,
Don't forget,
computer.
he did have one blocked earlier.
Hell yeah. Take this.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Just a wall of defenders
We'll
everywhere
be
he
fast as hell,
looks, and
man.
he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up
Like
in
the
the end
ball.
zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last
the
drive,
safety
too, on
right
that
there. I didn't
touchdown.
see him.
Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over.
He unleashes a long one. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Number 9.
This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an active. Game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Going to swing it on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He ended up going backwards on. They will not convert that third down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Fires complete on the crosser. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. There he goes. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll leave it with him.
Over here.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
On the run, fires downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier.
Yeah, you told us every time they punted, bro.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight.
Oh, I didn't see him.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely.
Man, my receivers ain't really got the
They've
ball
got a little
much.
time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to buy time. Pressure is effective from the defense.
Gotta get your burners up, my boy.
Just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Ducks with a long way to go after the... Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Dell. Takes a hit as he fires.
Good catch, Dart.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it.
I had
Just
you.
tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together.
I think you deserve this success.
I do, man.
To the air on
Ran
first
my whole
down.
life.
Makes the catch. It's Dingle. That's the kind of play that can
Right on time for him.
get out to the 36. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry up.
Nigga came in right when I threw a pick. It's the only bad thing I've done the entire game.
Looking downfield on
That's from you, Candlestick.
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting
Candlestick,
to
you don't want to see what's
snowball,
going on
and
in
they're
here,
ready
man.
to go again. Wants to fire
Get
on
off me.
2nd down.
I caught
Thanks
that.
to grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Off me.
Sends it downfield.
Give me that, user.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball.
Hey,
at
the boys is out here
29-yard
playing
line.
today.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They're setting up the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
That's top
Dropping back,
safety. He's
it's
coming down. We're throwing it that
Going
way.
for the big play.
Come on, bro. You be overthrowing the ball all the
And
time.
they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half
I'm
ends.
trying to score 100 in the
It's
first
now
quarter.
1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Rides the back on the option to give.
On that.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The
Play everything
offense quickly
underneath.
calls
Play everything
timeout
underneath.
to
You got
stop
one
the
on
clock.
top. It's a pass. Need y'all hopping shit. I need y'all jumping shit.
Looking to
Over
go
the top,
up top,
over the
and
top with
time's
it.
running out in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Dingle.
Spooky.
He's trying to get it in. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Positive momentum.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds
Dale,
of the
you should be
first half.
cold, motherfucker.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back.
Is only first half wide.
Across the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I need a touch, man, but my fucking quarterback has no
just
accuracy.
Enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Dell. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play.
Yeah, he played a perfect game except for the last two interceptions.
Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
2 more touchdowns.
Guys, looks
I
like
only
we've
have
had
fucking
a
100.
compelling start
I only
to
got
things
200
there
pass
in
yards.
Los Angeles. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each.
Yeah, time of possession is what? 5 minutes?
Secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Good catch, Dart.
They don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Fake. Hike the ball, hike the ball.
They'll run play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
Good cut.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Dell. He's got it and still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space.
Bro, what are y'all doing? Woodson?
Breaks into the open. Ripping off the huge gain down to the
perfect football, and you let a nigga.
line.
What, bro? What kind of fucking read is this?
This running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Pocket breaking down.
And
they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Using the quick game. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
5 on. You think you deserve this success. Right on time for him. Hard is only first half loud. Let's go.
Was going with that football all week long. They decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
On second and goal, they go right back to it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires
running the ball now so I can't score.
Find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Get a block.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to pass, it's Dell. They get to him as he throws.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Yeah.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They'll run it from the gun. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working that left side. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll take a shot.
I don't need you catching the ball, man.
That ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat.
Pass interference.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. A little screen to the running back. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way Touchdown, Ducks!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got his man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Makes the grab. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Dell. Why not trying to get it in? They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to execute.
Touchdown, Oregon! Fitted in the window for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds a tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Trojans send out the punt unit. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Direct snap. Oh, and he wants to throw it. Makes the catch at the 20. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So 1st down will open up the final period. the red zone, looking for a receiver. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
To the air, it's Dell. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues. It's about to go 8-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. West Virginia is just getting torched right now, and Mountain Mama, I didn't see that coming. It's one game, look, I know that, but this one has to hurt. They're trailing by 14 to Florida. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
The pull and throw off the RPO. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through. fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And this one is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end.
Jump
Got
there.
his man on the right. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10.
He's probably about to juke that safety.
Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal.
Right on. You think he deserves this success. Right on time for him.
So hard to come down and hit him.
First half drive. Let's go.
Big play for this offense. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
You stop playing safety. You can't even come down and hit.
The Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, USC!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Dell. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Y'all want to score 100 points or what?
For this offense.
Yes.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Oh, he got loose. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Y'all let this motherfucker come in and throw fucking...
Cashing it in for this offense. With 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense in a bunch formation. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And that one's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the...
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. They punted away on 4th down. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And after this play, the cake will be baked.
42 Spider. 4-2.
He wants to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good step.